best friend. Hey, best friends. Hey, best friends. Hey, come one, come all. Come big, come small. Hey, everybody. Come on in the room. Listen, for those of you guys who have no idea where you are or who we are, I used to be Candy Sincerity Johnson. Now I'm somebody else.
She is now, what was that lady's name? Who was that lady at the diner that Raj and them used to always go and talk to? Shirley. This is
I thought
Shirley.
it was D. Was it D?
No, D was the little sister. Shirley was the lady at the diner that they used to go and talk to, and she used to give them advice and stuff all the time.
The heavy set lady.
She's giving Shirley with this fro.
The heavy.
Her fro is fresh though, y'all. Like, this is some healthy hair, but it's giving. It's giving very much so, Shirley.
I've not done anything to it.
Not this Shirley.
I've not done anything to this hair. The lady literally took my hair down and I put a rubber band around it, and I've been moving ever since. So either I would have been able to join the video virtually where I was voice only, or I just had to sit in my truth. And so she decided.
What is nothing wrong with your truth?
She decided to sit in her truth, girl.
Hey, well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a natural hair.
Best friend said, love it, Candy. Thank you. Girl, look, this ain't the final stop. Now we on the bus. This is like the Stony Island bus. We make several stops. This is just one of the stops. You see what I'm saying?
Can I tell y'all how Kim K bust out laughing when she walked in the door?
What happened?
How Kim K busted out laughing when you walked through the door.
What happened? I wasn't there.
Baby, listen. We ain't do no intro or nothing. You want to do the intro or you good?
No, let's do the intro. You do the intro. I like your intro. Mine is clumsy.
So for those that may not know who we are Candy and Sean. We are just 2/4 of the Johnson Family Network. You have gotten to know us for one of several reasons. One reason is because of our honesty and transparency of us leaving our 17-year relationship and showing the journey thereafter. You may have started following us for that reason, or you may know us because we are self-published authors. And we just recently released a book called Moments of Resurrection this year, earlier, which explains why we made the difficult decision to walk away from our 17-year relationship. And prior to that, Miss Candy wrote a book called Moments of Redemption, which at the time, a few years ago, she did not know that it was going to be part 1 of Moments of Resurrection. So that may be why you know us, or you may know us because we're full-time entrepreneurs and we're the owners of Sincerity Johnson, the #1 affordable luxury fashion brand. So for whatever reason that you know us, that is who we are. You may also just know us because you've been with us since about 2017 when we hit the scene. Okay? But that is who we are. If you're new, make sure you let us know. Say new friend or newbie so we can welcome you and let you know that we're glad that you're here and we hope to see you back again.
Ooh.
Okay.
Miss Stephanie said I was patiently waiting on y'all. Hey,
girl, what you waiting on us for?
Yes.
Girl, what was you waiting on us for, Stephanie? Tell me. What was you wanting us for? Let's go. What was you? Girl, what was going on?
So back to what you was trying to say about my hair, girl. What were you saying about my hair?
Listen. So I was feeding Kim K before Candy was gonna come and take Kennedy to softball practice, and they were like, "Where's Mom?" And I said, "Well, she went to go get her hair taken down." They said, "Oh, okay." And then they heard her key in the door, and was like, "Mom!" Ran around the corner. Before they could even get around the corner, all I heard was from both of them in unison, and I was like, "What is happening?" When I tell you, Caleb bellowed in his laugh when he saw his mom come through the door with her hair like this. And Kennedy just fell suit. Okay? So they were quite amused and quite entertained by this hair on her head. And I told them, I said, it's not funny. I said, that's natural hair. It's actually very nice. And it looks very healthy. I said, y'all just don't understand the natural state of hair. Okay? While y'all joking and laughing. So that was how the kids were. It was very funny. It was very funny.
Well, thank you, ATF. She said, Candy, your hair is beautiful. And thank you very much, ATF. Listen, best friends, I don't know, right? So the lady out, the same lady that put my hair up, it was very much so like a jigsaw puzzle how she put that stuff in my hair because it wasn't no textbook process. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She had to twist some stuff and wrap some stuff and burn some stuff, infuse some stuff, and so the way how she put it in my head, I said Self said what? I said, well, girl, when you get ready to take it out, you got to go back to the same person who put it in. You see what I'm saying?
So you don't mess up your hair.
Exactly. So I called her. I said, David, I said, girl, I know you got a full schedule and I don't have no appointment. I said, but girl, it's time. I said, the whole middle is about to fall out, girl. It's about to come loose. Lord. You see what I'm saying? I said, girl, I need some relief. I need you to take this out of my head so I can wash and deep condition my hair real good and possibly see can somebody cut my ends. I said, you know, I got to figure out what's next, but I need you to squeeze me in.
Right.
She said, okay, Candace, come on in. She said, come on in. What time are you available? I said, well, I got to see, you know, if Sean can get the kids or whatever. And she said, okay, come now. So within 30 minutes, I was sitting in her chair.
Wow, that's service.
And so she, you know, she had bumped this other lady who was coming in to get her hair put up, and she took me. Wow. You know what I mean? And so
you were a veteran.
Yeah, you know, and so you know, I went in and got my hair done and whatnot. And so yeah, this was the process. So I still haven't washed it, y'all. I still gotta all I did was I put a rubber band around it to push it out my face. But Kennedy begged me, you know, not to take her to practice like this. Girl, she told me I couldn't get out the car or anything.
She was embarrassed.
Yeah. Can you bring the comments back up?
That is funny.
But she said, Mama, you know, you can't get out the car or anything. So here we sit.
Erica said it's giving tabs Donna when it first started. Yeah, it is. And it's very healthy. Stephanie said, I know y'all scheduled now and I finished book 1 today. Girl, you finished the Moments of Redemption today.
Now Stephanie, look, Stephanie, best friend. Now look, y'all see, I had a fade like a year and a half ago. Remember 4th of July weekend when we went to Detroit? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't this past 4th of July, but last 4th of July, I had a fade, girl. This was all like a year and a half in the making.
Sure is.
Girl, I had a fade. So, you know.
It's definitely growing. If she straightened her hair, I bet you will probably be down to her shoulders by now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so what are you going to do next to it?
I don't know. Mm-hmm. I need some suggestions. One of the best friends said, girl, get it pressed in silk. I said,
no,
not me.
That's not her solution.
Girl, what am I
doing? What's she gonna do with it every day? So when she take it down, after she wrap it at night, and she take it down the next day, is she supposed to be wearing a feather wrap? Can y'all imagine?
Y'all trying to have me looking like Holiday Heart.
Can y'all imagine Candy walking around here with a feather wrap, girl?
Y'all trying to get me dressed up like Holiday Heart, girl. What I look like with a feather wrap and a suit, sitting on the organ at the church. Play with somebody else, girl.
Ooh, child, it's the feather wrap for me. I think that you look really nice with the faux locks. However, I really do feel like if Davi is not going to do them individually, I think you should find somebody that will.
She said she would. She just outpriced herself. I'll say that much, girl. She outpriced herself. Girl, I said you good, but girl, you good, but you ain't God.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Drop one of them.
Well, shop around and see.
Yeah.
Shop around and see what you can find out. This is not Holiday Heart.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Let's see. Christina said, get your wig back out.
Girl, Chris, I got an old nasty wig, girl, in the closet upstairs in my bathroom, girl. I might have to put a wig cap on, girl, and swing that from left to right, girl.
That is a mess. Diva said, Candy, your hair fro is giving 1980s, but you wearing it well.
Girl, I rolled up in Starbucks because I had to give me a refresher earlier. Girl, the man like snickered and walked away from the counter.
People act like they don't never see nobody with their natural hair. That's what be killing me.
Well, you know, not in 2020, not like this.
Tabitha Brown wear her natural hair all the time.
Hers look better than this.
Girl, we need to stop. We need to stop hair shaming people. That's what we need to stop doing. ATP said, what about the box braids?
Yeah, I could definitely go back to box braid. I could definitely do that.
Tanette said, get the braids back. They look nice on you.
Oh, thank you.
Cheryl said, girl, you better wear that hair in a wrap.
That's not what God called me to do.
Girl, can you imagine Candy standing in front of the mirror doing some flat irons?
Right,
trying to fix her hair before she leave out the house.
I don't even know how to do that, girl. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that.
Negative. Okay. But yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah, girl, I gotta let
Or
it
you
break
should switch
for
it
me.
on here. Your twist will probably be really, really nice now.
I don't know how to twist it.
I didn't say you.
Who gonna do it? Who gonna twist my hair? What?
Mm-hmm.
You play all day and twice on Sunday. Who gonna twist my hair?
Mm-hmm.
Now you used to twist my hair,
I know, I used to.
and then T has twisted my hair, but she got a bum wrist, girl. What's she supposed to do? What her wrist supposed to fall off in my head?
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
She got carpal tunnel or something, girl. I can't ask her to, girl, her hand be done cramped up.
Oh, well.
I can't ask
See,
her
your
to.
best friend said T. Duh.
She did it the last time, but girl, I can't ask her to let her wrist roll off and fall off in my head, girl. That's a big ask of somebody. You see what I'm saying?
Sherelle said tribal braids.
What's that? Inbox me a picture, best friend.
Yeah, I think I know, but I'm not sure.
What's that?
Helen said you look nice.
Thank you, best friend.
Sharon said, Sean, girl, I can't twist her hair. Let's see, Deborah said, hello.
Hold on, time out. What she said, what best friend her? That you should twist it.
Well, I don't know if that's why she said my name, but maybe because you said who's supposed to twist it. So she said my name, so I think that's what she was referring to.
Best friend. What's her name? But that's
Sharon.
Sharon. Look, ain't nobody talking but me and you. Everybody else, ignore everybody else. They're not here. You see what I'm saying? Sharon, what kind of woman would I be? You see what I'm saying? If Sean is sitting there with a rat tail comb and some gel, and I'm sitting betwixt her legs, and she's twisting my hair.
But I don't ever do your hair like that.
I understand, but it's the whole concept, right? Like, would you see what I'm saying? It's the whole concept, best friend. Now I know that's an amazing idea to you. You see what I'm saying? But long term, is that really gonna put water on the fire or gasoline?
Y'all know we got boundaries and parameters around here, and that is not within the boundaries nor the parameters.
Yeah, and that's not fair to Sean. Why should Sean have to twist my hair, girl, and I ain't hers no more? Let me put my look. Remember how I used to?
Hell no. Tiny, hey Tiny. Tiny said Ari has travel braids all the time.
Hi, sissy. Yo, that's my sister, girl. That's my sister.
Stephanie said, yes, your hair is growing. Get some cornrows to the back like Queen Latifah. Not and say,
Girl, you're not finna put me back 25 years ago, girl.
No.
You're not finna have me looking like I robbed banks now.
No, we won't do that.
Girl, you're not finna have me looking like I robbed banks.
Janet said body language, ladies. What do you mean? What happened?
I don't know.
Girl, what happened now?
Whose body language? And whose body is saying something, girl?
I don't know, girl. Hey, Brandy, she said, what is going on here? Look at your friend.
Brandy, don't start nothing that won't be nothing.
Look at your friend, girl.
Don't start nothing that won't be nothing.
Girl, look at your friend. Lovely Me said, okay, well, I understand because I have it too, and it starts hurting real bad. Oh, she's talking about her wrist.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Girl.
Hey, Jennifer. Let's see.
Hey, best friend.
Let's see. Judy said, baby boy. What are you trying to say? What was it, baby boy?
I don't know, girl. What happened? But best friend said you could sit in the chair. But so it's just not right. That's not fair to Sean, and that's not fair to Sean or T. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't ask that of either of them. That's not fair. That's not considerate.
Let's see. Jamie said it's no longer appropriate for Sean to do Candy's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Brenda said, is there a conversation being had that we're not privy to? Because Brenda said, I agree that's gaslighting. What's happening?
Girl, who's putting gas on the light?
What are we? Best friends, make it plain, because I don't understand.
Girl, I don't know.
Let's see.
You know what I think? Side note. I was looking at some of the comments from last night. I think some people prefer the drama over the peace.
This is what I think.
I'm starting to think some people, because the more stuff be calming down with us, the more some people be.
This is what I think some people do. They be like, oh, the water is still. They throw something in there.
I don't know.
To make the water ripple again, because they be like, that's why. What
yeah, I'm telling you, I'm starting to wonder. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah, they be like, that water is too still. Let's ruffle it. I love you more, Toddy. I miss you guys. Gloria said, T better do your hair, bad wrist and all. She said, Sean ain't twisting nothing. That's inconsiderate, Miss Gloria.
That's no, I don't operate like that. I'm very considerate. If her wrist is hurting, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the thing about it is she offered today, but that's still not considerate. Mm-hmm. That's very selfish.
Tammy said, that's right, Sean, boundaries and parameters. Let's see, are in place. Dorinda said, Candy, you look like Spike Lee with this hair. Hello, ladies. Hugs. Jamie said, Candy, I love your hair. I'm currently growing my hair out from my afro as well.
Aww.
Keith said, your hair is thick, healthy, and beautiful, but it's giving very much so Norbit.
Not Norbit. Not Norbit, girl.
I am not.
Look. All I could find, y'all, was a rubber band. All I could find was a rubber band to push it back, girl.
Let's see.
It is what the T.I. is, girl.
Sarah said it's Angela Davis hair. She said Black Power to the people. I know that's right.
Come on. Yay.
Let's see. Brenda said if Sean does your hair, that would be gaslighting? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Best friend said, let me go over to the Book of Faces.
He's trying to come up here, girl. Let's see. Christina said, I get it, but it's really for the kids' sake. They want Candy presentable.
Not they want me. Listen, Christina, let me tell you how Kennedy was all up in arms. She was like, Mama, when you take me to practice, first off, she didn't even want me to take her to practice. Now keep in mind, I take her to practice on Tuesdays every week. Sean take Kennedy to practice every week on Saturday. She begged Sean to take her to practice because she knew when whoever dropped her off was gonna be seen in that car. Okay? So she was just like, nah. So I pulled up to the front door. She said, well, I know you're not gonna come in. I said, well, Kennedy, we always get here early and I practice pitching with you. You know, I catch for you while you warming up and stuff. She was like, not today.
Like, why don't you just?
She said,
slow the car down, and I'll just jump out.
Yeah,
pop the trunk, and then I can get my.
Girl, Kennedy was like, pull off. I said, pull off. She said, yeah, pull off.
God, that is hilarious.
So I had a conversation with Kennedy. I said, you know, you're multiracial, okay?
Right.
You're multiracial, but over here, this is how it grow out of my head. So just because it don't grow out of your head like that, it grow out of my head like this, okay? So we are not ashamed of how it grow out of our head.
Exactly.
All I could do was put a rubber band around it when the lady got through swirling that stuff out of my head.
That's funny. Tara said it's not all about the group. Y'all know what's best for y'all and know what's going to work respectfully.
Thank you very much.
1,000%.
Yes.
Let me see. Christina, Jamie said Christina got it, agreed about being presentable for the kids. Stephanie said, yeah, some people on here like to bring the drama. Let them say for the views and comments. It all adds up.
Facts.
I know that's right.
Facts, best friend.
Let's see. Gloria said, I love you both. We love you too, Miss Gloria. You were a day one, so we love you more. Stacey said she didn't want to be embarrassed.
Girl, she definitely didn't want to be embarrassed. She did not want to be embarrassed. Caleb kept touching my hair. He was like, it's like real soft, like a cotton ball.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, baby, what you thought it was going to be a Brillo pad? Like, I know it kind of looked like eraser-ish, but no.
Pam said, hey, y'all. She said, I'm all for natural hair. Yes, Candy, let it flow, and it's growing. I need some braids like tomorrow.
Yeah, I definitely need something done.
But yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, we'll stay tuned to see what happens next.
Girl, I don't know. And it's so crazy because everything was very impromptu with me deciding to get my hair taken down. Like, I've known for the past 2 weeks that I needed to get it done. But then I was like, okay, the holidays. Then I was like, we going out of town. Mm-hmm. And then now I'm like, okay, so when is it going to happen, right? You always got something on the calendar. So with that being said, I was just like, okay, let me get it done. And then I was sitting in the chair. I was like, girl, you sure didn't think about what was going to be next.
What's going to come next?
Girl, you sure, you know what I mean? Like, girl, you sure didn't think this through, did you?
Oh, Toddy said, girl, at least you ain't got your barber tail.
I sure don't. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
I will not.
You ain't never lied. When I said he got a whole different grade of hair. He got that down by the riverside hair.
Ooh.
Girl, he got a whole nother grade of hair.
Wow.
He used to. He had his hair was so bad. If I'm telling you, you could put grease on it, you could brush it, you could do anything. That hair was gonna rebel.
Well.
That had a rebellious spirit.
Jamie said I was king when I was their age, and my daughter is like that now at 14. She's like, Mom, you coming to the school like that?
My mama used to embarrass us. When we would get in trouble, she would roll her hair. She used to have them yellow rollers, them real hard
ones or the hard ones?
The hard ones.
Oh,
the bulletproof rollers.
With the little cup that keeps it in place?
Yes. Mm-hmm. She would put them rollers in her hair and she would put a bandana on it. So then it'd be sticking up like this. And she would come down to the school with these mismatched clothes on.
That is hilarious.
And I was like,
she won't do it again.
Yeah, that was part of our punishment, girl. Mm-hmm. She was like, I'm finna embarrass you.
That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's that. Oh, we didn't do our announcement. We just dove right into your hair because it took everybody by surprise.
What's your announcement, girl? What you gotta tell the people?
So I just want to let everybody know that bundles, kits, journals, and everything is in the process of being shipped. Some of you guys should have already gotten your tracking information. We appreciate your patience, but you guys know whenever we do like a pre-order thing, it takes a minute for us to get caught back up and be in real time. So we definitely appreciate you guys because a lot of times during the pre-sale, we order some and then we have to order more and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for your patience. But everybody's journals, your manifestation kits, and all the fun stuff is on their way. So be on the lookout for your tracking information because it'll be in your email or your text messages, whichever one you prefer. Okay. Come on, mug and manifestation candle, relaxation candle. Yes. Sharon said I got my bundle.
Yes.
I'm so glad. Miss Larry, no, it's not too late to get the VIP kit where you get access to the VIP virtual experience on Saturday. It is not too late for that. So you can definitely still do that. And I will be happy to see you on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Patricia said, have you ever thought about locks, best friend?
So I thought about locks, but the only thing that I don't like about locks is I don't like nothing that's permanent. Mm-hmm. You know, the only thing I've ever done that was permanent was like when I cut all my hair off. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Being you locked into a style. But I want to be able to do different things, which is why I love faux locks because I could take them out and do other stuff. Am I boring you, girl?
No, you're not. I'm sorry. I tried to hide it, but you brought attention to me.
You should have did what I did and took a 500. But so yeah, you know, I like the versatility of stuff. So I be needing to have options. A girl needs options. Girl.
Angela said, have you ever had your hair French braided up into a bun? That would look nice on you.
When I was in high school.
I think that might be a little too fish for her, in my opinion. I think. Now, when she had her individual braids or her box braids up in a bun, it's something about that French braid into a bun that brings an extra level of femininity to it. When she had and that's just my opinion. But I think if she's gonna do like a bun, it should be the individual braid.
Yeah.
That's
where you can switch and do different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie said the locks don't have to be permanent. They do locks, but they're not permanent.
But that's a faux lock. That's what I just had.
Huh.
That's a faux lock.
Jamie said my daughter's seen mine and now wants one, so I'll be getting her one soon as well. Well, definitely, Jamie, definitely go on the website and order it. Keisha said, good evening, ladies. Candy, I cannot forget when you got your hair done and you came on live with a towel or a shirt over your hair because you had come to the realization that your hairline had moved back. I died. It was the funniest thing I'd seen in forever. Sean laughed so hard. That was when she first got her
Sean snatched it off my head. If you remember, best friend, we were sitting right here at this very place.
I was like,
and she just, girl, you should post that as a reel tomorrow.
Is the children ready for bed?
Kennedy!
They got choir rehearsal in the morning.
Don't you got choir rehearsal in the morning? Girl, what's taking you so long?
What's taking you so long?
What's taking you so long? Okay, well you got 2 minutes or else. Girl, they didn't go to choir rehearsal Monday.
That's what they told me. I was like, how's choir rehearsal? They was like, I don't know, we didn't go.
Girl, after I got off that road, I said, and I had to give them motion sickness medicine.
Both of them?
Well, you know, so I gave him some too. Because, well,
I'm not going to. Lovely Me said, Sean snatching out damn near fell out my chair.
Yes, girl, she did.
Talking about something. You can't overall, let's just see. We're playing.
Yeah.
Keisha said, yes, that is what happened. She said, man, please rerun that. I'm gonna go find it.
Yes.
I'm gonna post it tomorrow.
The clip tomorrow.
That'll be one of our little things that we post tomorrow. She said it was the screen for me.
Yes.
I'm gonna find it. I gotta find it. I gotta go back and try to figure out when it was because it's been a little bit of time, but I'll find it.
I'm writing it down now.
All right, so that's that.
So listen, let's get to the conversation.
Sure.
Last night we had an interesting conversation, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
People was like, "Oh, this is getting messy."
It was like messy boots.
I bet a lot of people didn't think it was gonna be live, or a lot of people.
They were probably like, "It ain't no way they calling us tomorrow."
Or a lot of people probably thought we got into it after the fact. And
we had a continuation today.
We did two continuations.
We did.
We had two continuations.
We did.
So with all that being said, girl, what do you have to say about last night's disagreement, so to speak, and where we are now, girl?
I just hope that we don't have to go down that road again because it wore me out.
It wore me out too.
Wore me out. Wore me thin.
It wore me out too.
So,
were you? Are you comfortable
Hopefully
with our resolve? Are you comfortable with our resolve?
As far as absolutely, yes. As far as the twins go, absolutely, absolutely, I am, yes, and I appreciate you.
Everybody look at Angelina. Angelina said, "Do a recap."
And I appreciate you redefining the boundaries and parameters and expectations.
Tammy said, "Did y'all agree to get a phone?" Girl, we said we ain't getting no phone.
No, we're not going to. But what I'm thinking about doing, one of the best friends inboxed, I think they inboxed the page, and told me about an app called Kinzu, I think.
What is happening, girl?
What do you mean? Just hit right here. Told me about an app called Kinzu that they can put on their Chromebooks, and it would be a way for me to communicate with them. So I may look into that. So there's a workaround that we can do where we don't have to add more cell phones, because at the end of the day, I understand the whole cell phone concept, but at the end of the day, I think it's unnecessary, and I still think that they're too young for cell phones. It was the same thing with my sisters. Like when I took my sisters on and got them phones, I think I waited till they were like 15 or 16 to get phones. Because at the end of the day, like, yeah, they're in sports, but we're always with them. So it's not like they're going about and moving about on their own where they need it, because I know one best friend was saying it was a safety thing, that they should have a phone for safety reasons, but their school is very close to their home. If they're not with Candy, they're with me. If they're not with me, they're with Candy, and if they're not with one of us, they're with family. So I don't really see the necessity for that. And again, since we talked about it and we were able to redefine everything and we're at an understanding, then I think it'll be fine moving forward. Yeah. And the only thing that's still left on the table that's unresolved is I still need to have a conversation with them, with the kids, which I will make sure that I do before I head home tomorrow, because I didn't get a chance to do it today. But outside of that, I think that is fine. I think that is fine.
Right. Now, what I will say is this. When you talk to them, and I don't know if you know this, when you talk to them, as long as we're not in the car, they take the phone. Like when you talk to them, was it yesterday? They take the phone and they go upstairs. I tell them to go upstairs.
I do the same thing with you. I tell them, I was like, you don't have to sit here with
me.
I tell them to be in your conversation. You can go on and then just bring me my phone when you're done.
Right. To the point where, remember you were talking to Caleb right before the video? I didn't know that he was still on the phone with you, because I just kept hearing him playing the piano. And I was like, Caleb, are you done with my phone? Because I need to charge my phone. He was like, no, I'm still on the phone. I said, oh, you doing a concert for me? I said, perfectly fine.
He was serenading me.
But you know how Caleb is, girl. Caleb will have a 2-word conversation. He'll sit that phone down and be on to the next.
Right.
And like I told him, whenever you're done, no rush, but whenever you're done, bring me my phone so I can put it back on the charger, because I knew we were going live.
You ready to come say goodnight?
We can't tuck you in, babe. You took too long. We were trying to do that earlier. Come here.
Come here.
Come here, baby. And don't forget your bonnet, too.
Yeah,
Tell your brother to come here.
I'm going to retwist your perimeter tomorrow before I go home.
Tell your brother to come here. She may need you to Girl, she is so spoiled. But anyway.
But yeah, I do the same thing. Like I be like, go on, have your conversation. So
Did you? Well, I forgot we got 3 devices. I was gonna say, did you want to take them upstairs? You are so spoiled. You know it. Look at you, cheesing. Come here. Come here. Come on, Ken. Hurry up.
would it be okay if I tuck you in and mommy stays and talks to the best friends? Okay.
Oh, you need a haircut. I'm calling Daryl in the morning.
I'll be
Love
back,
you.
best friends.
Yeah, you know. Are you embarrassed? Come on. Are you embarrassed of my hair?
He just think it was funny.
Oh, don't forget your bonnet. What did Caleb say?
He said, we just think it was funny.
Oh, they said they think my hair is funny. Yeah. Love you, baby. So yes, best friends. So anyway, y'all talk to me while we wait on Sean to come back. So I do see that a couple of best friends were saying to get a house phone. But girl, that's another expense. That's another expense. So you guys got to understand right now there's 4 phones on my account. There's my personal phone, Sean's personal phone, the business phone for SJ, and then my brother's phone, JoJo's phone. There's 4 phones. So either we would have to add another line, which is another expense, or we would have to add a house phone. And so, like Sean and I just literally had a conversation earlier, and I was like, there's never a time, regardless of who I'm with, where the kids will be unavailable to you. You see what I'm saying? I don't care where we are, whether we on vacation, whether we at the house, whatever's going on, the kids will always be available to you. And she said the same thing. And so one of the things that I think we came to the realization of, and I knew it, but maybe I didn't do such a good job of communicating it before, is I told Sean, I want us to create norms and create processes and procedures and systems for how we handle the business and the kids, independent of anybody else. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, we're both adults, and we would love to believe that the person that we're in a relationship with is going to work out, or the relationship that we're in is going to work out. But I can't move as if I'm married if I'm not married. T and I are dating, and yes, we are in a relationship and we are exclusive, but I don't want to build a system or a situation where Sean and I are co-parenting around my relationship with somebody else. One has nothing to do with the other, right? Our co-parenting and what's normal and how we move for the businesses and for the kids are independent of anything else. And when you create that independence, then as you date and as you introduce new people to the dynamic, then everybody's able to make a decision at will, and people can move and do according to what's comfortable for them, right? If Sean starts to date somebody, let's say Sean starts to date somebody, let's make up a name, best friends. Let's say Sean meets a young lady named Amber, right? And me and T are in a relationship. We can't start switching stuff up because Amber is now in the situation. We can't start switching stuff up because T is now in the situation. That's not sustainable, right? We like to believe that everything with everybody is going to work out, and it do until it don't, right? And so I had a conversation with Sean, and I thought we were in agreement with that, but apparently we weren't, because I felt like, and this is just me, best friends, I felt like yesterday's conversation went in a direction where it shouldn't have went. And I felt like the conversation was centered around my relationship with T, and that has nothing to do with it. Our co-parenting is our co-parenting is our co-parenting is our co-parenting. If I'm in a relationship, out of a relationship, if I'm single, if I'm married, whatever, right? You have 24-hour, 7-day access to your children, period, point blank, right? That's just always what it's gonna be. I was telling the best friends that, which is what I told you earlier, I felt like our conversation last night was centered around my relationship with T, and I was telling you that everything is independent of any of that, right? And that me and you had a conversation where we both came to the realization, I thought you knew, but you didn't know that our norms have to be our norms, independent of anybody that we're dating or married to or talking to or whatever. And so we create those norms for the business and for the kids. And then as we start to date and progress in other relationships, then they can either, join in and become a part of the family, or everybody's grown and everything is at will. They can decide, hey, it's too much for me.
Right.
Or the way that y'all move, it don't work for me. You see what I'm saying? Or I'm uncomfortable with that, or whatever the case may be. But that we can't switch stuff up according to who's dating who and who's talking to who, and none of that's a factor.
Yeah, I've always said that whoever I start dating, they're gonna have to understand. I'm not gonna be unreasonable, but I'm also not going to uproot and change my whole entire life.
It's not
gonna have to be understanding of the situation and be aware of what's going on, and there has to be a level of trust.
Right.
I'm not gonna do anything outside of that.
It's not fair, and I don't think it's fair to anybody. It wouldn't be fair to the kids, because then things are always changing for them. It's not fair to you, because then you can't have any stability as it relates to your dynamic or your relationship with your children. It's unfair to me, because as the primary person who's taking care of the kids most of the week, then I can't, have a situation where it's sustainable and I know, what I could depend on and you see what I'm saying? It's too many moving parts for everybody. It just don't work. It don't work.
Were you reading comments?
No,
Okay,
I wasn't.
Let me go back.
I was just telling them that we decided against the house phone and we decided against the cell phone, because we just agreed they both have access.
Gotcha.
To each other's phone.
So Jamie said, or you can download the Google Voice app on the tablet. Okay, so that's another option. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something with their Chromebooks, probably. Yeah. Tracy said, Kenny, the Afro is type like Florida Evans. Keisha said maybe a minute phone. Not a minute phone. They still do those?
I don't know, girl.
Sharon said, do the kids have an iPad? So they have tablets, but they're older. They more so like their Chromebooks now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, they were talking about the Text Now app. She said, Sandra said, Jamie said she started using that when she first started her business. Diane said, how much is your kids' happiness worth?
When I was saying that we're not adding another bill.
Oh, is that what it came from?
But it's not necessary.
It's not necessary, and you also have to understand that people have to do what's best for their situation.
Right.
It's not necessary.
Because then you're just opening Pandora's box. At the end of the day, it's not one kid, it's two. So then how do two kids share one cell phone? Then they're going to be arguing over the phone. And you've opened a whole nother dynamic. Well, he got the phone. I want the phone. She got the phone. I want the phone.
Now with the business phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Angelica said, what if there's an emergency at school and they want to call one of you? They should just go to the office and the office should call us. Let's see. Heretta said, Candy, I so respect what you're saying. Great. Jamie said the same thing I just said. The kids can go to the office to make the phone call.
They can move exactly how we moved in the 90s when we didn't have
when there were no cell phones. Exactly. April said, communicating that clear and concise guideline makes a world of difference. I love it. Let's see. Angela said, you're comparing apples to oranges. They have to find other options than jumping to spending money. Can't compare that to the kids' happiness. Yeah. Diamond said, you're auditioning for the color purple.
Whose role, best friend? Whose role am I out for, girl?
I am not with y'all.
Whose role, girl? Y'all done call me Norbit, girl. The best friends done call me Florida Evans, Shirley. Who else was it? Spike Lee, girl.
Right. You got all types of names.
Yes, girl.
That is funny. But yeah, so
I'll take it, girl. I'll take it.
Dawn said that cell phones are not good for small children. There's just too much on those smartphones. Right, because then I gotta have a million different apps on there to control what they can and can't get to, and control what they can access on the internet, and then make sure they're not talking to nobody, and it's just so much. Lisa said nowadays there are phones in the classrooms. I think you're right. I think there are. I think you're right about that.
Girl, that teacher had that phone. Remember when that thing went off?
Yeah,
she had her cell phone.
The
girl.
teachers had cell phones, and I know when they be like the monitors and stuff. I think I be seeing them with phones or something.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But
Best friends, what questions do you have for us?
oh yeah, do you guys have any questions? I know we if you joined us last night, there was a lot discussed. Okay, a lot. If you missed it, and it was a good 2 hours. Now you can fast forward and everything like that because it's a replay. But I think there was a lot that we talked about. So does anybody that was there last night have any questions, or even if you weren't there last night, if you just have questions for us, because you don't always get us in the same room. So let us know if you have any questions for us. Oh, Ken said Miss Sophia.
Sat in that jail. Sat in that jail by right to death.
Y'all gonna get her started. Y'all are gonna get her started, girl.
Yes.
But yeah, let us know if you guys have any questions, because we always like to answer your questions, especially if you're new too. Like if you're trying to figure it all out. Because I know a couple of people are like, I'm new and I'm just trying to navigate it all and figure it all out. So feel free to ask questions.
I have a question for you.
For me? What's that?
You said you didn't want to address that, and you may not want to. There was a best friend that wanted us to read a paragraph.
There was.
And we perused the paragraph. This is just good sidebar conversation while y'all text y'all questions.
Tammy has a question.
Sean didn't want to refer to the paragraph.
So, Tammy said, so Candy, what does T think about last night's conversation?
Do you really? Okay, best friends, answer the question or leave it alone. I want to hear from everybody on the live and everybody watching this as a replay, because y'all swear up and down I talk about T 24/7. It's 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week. Y'all say I talk about her 28/9. Girl, y'all say so. Tell me in the comments how y'all want me to move and navigate this very moment. Say answer the question or leave it alone. And I will take the majority of what I see and I will move accordingly.
And while you guys are answering that, I'm gonna answer this quick question. April said, were you able to have a conversation with King K? No, not yet. I just told the best friends I'm gonna have to have that conversation tomorrow before I leave to go home.
So say answer the question or leave it alone. Answer the question or leave it alone.
Okay, so you gonna take tally or no?
Sure.
Okay, let me know. And I'll just say answer or don't.
No. Okay.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Answer.
Uh-huh.
Answer.
Uh-huh.
Answer. Don't. Answer. Answer. Oh shoot. Hold on. I gotta make sure. Wait.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
So you got 1, 2, 3 answers, right?
Uh-huh.
You gotta don't answer.
Uh-huh.
You gotta answer again.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta answer again.
Yes.
Okay. Don't.
Uh-huh.
Answer. Answer. Answer.
Mm-hmm.
Answer. Don't. Answer. 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 Don't. Hold on. Let me go back to where it was. Okay. Don't. Answer. Don't. Oh no, answer, I'm sorry. Don't. Answer. Don't.
Okay.
Answer.
Overwhelmingly, everybody know the answer. Well, I ain't gonna say overwhelmingly, but you see the two, right?
Auntie Fee. Auntie Fee said, Candy, you really don't need to, but Candy, if you answer the question in your own discretion.
Thank you so much. I swear she sets the tone.
She does. That's why I always have to slow it down when I see, Auntie Fee speak.
The Bible speaks about a virtuous woman. And I don't say that often about people.
Right.
The Bible speaks about a virtuous woman. If you don't know about a virtuous woman, Auntie Fee embodies everything connected to a virtuous woman. When I say she sets the tone, she does. Very much so. So, thank you, Auntie Fee. So, best friends, I'll say this, and I don't think it's a surprise to Sean. T was here last night. Okay? T was here last night. So, normally she's not listening to the videos, and she was not in the room with me. She was upstairs, or not upstairs, but she was sitting in the TV room. I was downstairs. She was taking her braids out of her head, okay? So when I got ready to go downstairs, she was sitting there with the bag, taking the braids out, and she was just like, "Oh, you getting ready to go live?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting ready to go live. I'll be back." You know, whatever kind of situation. So I went downstairs. I did the video. She was she was texting me while we were on the video, right? She texted me and said, "Hey, do you need my phone to read comments?" Remember I said,
Oh, yeah.
"Hey, do you want me to go get another device, this and the third?" That's all she said. "Do you need my phone to read comments?" So she was watching the video, right? Which never really happens. We get done with the video, I come back upstairs. And very much similar to me, she felt a lot of the same way, right? One of the questions that she asked was, she said, "Well, how do you think the video went?" I said, "Well, the video went all right. You know, I really felt like the video turned into everything connected to my relationship with you." And she said, "Well, you know, I was kind of thinking the same thing, but I just wanted your perspective." And so she literally just let me vent. And that was it. One of the things that I appreciate about her is, as it relates to Sean and I, and as it relates to our dynamic with the kids, she don't offer a whole lot of advice. And she never offers unsolicited advice. One of the things that I appreciate is she's a place of peace for me, and she's a sounding board. She oftentimes allows me to get stuff out, and then that's where I leave it. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I think she knows if you offer too much, then if something backfired, then I'll be like, "Well, you told me to do X, Y, and Z." You see what I'm saying? So the best way to let people figure they out is to just take your hands off of it, see how they're gonna move naturally, and then you make your decision as a woman independent of whatever's going on. And that's usually the stance that she takes, if I can be honest with you. And so after asking me how I felt like the video went and me saying I was frustrated, I said I was frustrated. And I was irritated because it had nothing to do with my expectations. And I communicated this. This was my conversation with her. This was our private conversation. I said it had nothing to do with my expectations about what I was expecting from Sean for the kids. And it had everything to do with what they had expressed to me, right? What they expressed that they wanted and they needed. And so I said, I just was frustrated because I felt like the whole video turned into a whole shit show about my relationship with you. And I was like, how everybody is moving should be, and I told her, I said, "Babe, I mean this with no disrespect. How Sean and I navigate with the kids, how Sean and I navigate with the business has to be independent of anybody that either of us are dating, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm not married. I can't move and make decisions as if there's a permanent fixture until there's a permanent fixture." And so she was like, "I agree." She's sitting there taking her braids off. She just said, "I agree." And that was it, right? So I told her, I said, I really just did a 2-hour video. I just got through, we just got through having this conversation. I'm tired. I'm still recovering from this long trip that we took where I was driving through the mountains in the snow. So I was like, if I could be honest with you, I literally want to go upstairs, shower, and lay down because I got to get up, get the kids out the door to school tomorrow. You got an early day, to work and all this other kind of stuff, and I just want to leave it there. And she was like, "I respect that. That's it. That's it." She allowed me to navigate and kind of, she's the kind of person where she'll fill in the blanks wherever I need her to fill in the blanks, but that's it. She was a sounding board. That's it. She didn't have a whole lot to say. And despite what a lot of people on the platform believe, majority of our conversations go like that. So that's it. What's the best friend saying?
Oh, let me see. So one of the best friends said, best friend Sherelle said she doesn't have children, so she would not understand completely. Jamie said that's not necessarily true.
I was just about to say that's not true.
Responding to what she said. Angela said that isn't necessarily true. She said there's some people with children that don't understand either.
That part. She's given more grace. She's given more grace to me in this situation than I could have ever given to anybody. And I think if Sean's honest, she would agree too. Like there's been a lot of difficult moments with this whole dynamic.
Absolutely.
And I'm not just saying this, y'all. I don't know the person. I don't know the person who would have stepped in and showed up how she showed up and did it with the right vein and the right attitude the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. Sherelle said, Jamie, yes, it is. When you don't have children or have raised children, you will not understand parenting fully because you have not experienced that part of life. Hey, Miss Annette. Tracy Ann said, both of you are doing a great job co-parenting and running your business. There will be lessons learned on your new journey. I try to catch lives or replay. Thank you, best friend.
Thank you very, very much for your encouragement. We definitely appreciate it. But yeah, so that's the answer to the question. Yeah.
You read it. I think I read it, but read it because your eyes is better than mine.
So
but that's a good comment.
So best friend said, my home is shaped that way. We don't get into the mix with the other parents. We have really good blended dynamic between everyone, 15 years strong. That's perfect. And see, and that's exactly what it is, right? There's unspoken boundaries that Sean has for T and T has for Sean, right? There's never been a time where T has disrespected Sean in my presence, and there's never been a time where Sean disrespected T in my presence, right? Whether it was a situation where T and I were in a relationship or dating or not talking for years. They just don't cross those boundaries with each other. So with all that being said, it's not a situation where this person is over here bad mouthing that person and then that person is over. We don't do that. We don't do that. I mean, there's always going to be a situation where there's conflict because you're dealing with humans and you're dealing with women, right? So people are not always going to agree, but the one thing that I appreciate about all three of us has consistently been, how do we work towards resolution? Everybody is consistent about that. And how do we work towards resolution that's going to produce the best results for the kids?
Yeah.
Period.
Tara said some people are just not used to some people being supportive and respect to the ex or new partner. Okay, here we go. Hey, Miss Deborah. Jamie said, Cheryl, that's my point. We don't know her. We only know of her. We know she does not have children of her own, but she may have raised kids, and we have no way of knowing that.
Exactly.
Pam said, we are behind you both. You're real and authentic. Thank you. You're welcome. Tara said, misery loves company. Y'all will figure it out. We're all grown and mature here.
Exactly. Thank you very much, best friend.
Cheryl said, hey, BFFs. I know I'm late. I will catch the replay. No problem, love. Hey. Judy's asking me how my grandmother is doing, so I'll answer that in just a second. Lynette said, hey, ladies, you too. I still say rock together. Thank you. Kathleen said, good evening, Candy, Sean, and the best friends. And Tara said, if people are paying attention on here, they should see that. Thank you. So as far as my grandmother is doing, you guys, thank you guys so much for always asking about her and praying for her. She had a follow-up appointment today. I took her to that. She also has to have another follow-up appointment with a different specialty related to her emergency room visit. So she's okay. It seems like the antibiotics is helping to resolve the issues that she was having. So I was happy to hear that when she went to the doctor today. She got a little COVID booster, girl. She was super excited about that. And then we made the appointment for her her next follow-up visit for the specialty that she has to go to. So we're just hoping that that goes well also. But she seems she was in better spirits today. Right now, the biggest thing that's really giving her issues is her knee, because she has arthritis in her knee and she also has lost the cartilage in her knee. And then also her knee turns in. So she has a lot of pain when it comes to her knee. Like literally she takes pain medicine every day for her knee, and it's difficult for her to walk. So I think right now that's the biggest issue. And December 7th, she has an appointment to see her orthopedic doctor because he's been giving her injections every 3 months, but it's not been helping the last few times. So I think that I might talk to her to see if we're going to talk to him about knee replacement surgery. She's very, very hesitant to do it because of her age, because she's 90. And she's just like, I can't see myself going through that at 90. She's like, maybe if I had done it like 5-10 years ago, but she was like, now, but I'm like, Granny, it's getting worse. So that's like the biggest issue right now. But thank you guys so much for asking. I appreciate that.
How are you doing with it?
It's hard to see Cause you know what I'm saying? Like I remember not my auntie. I remember when my granny used to jump in her car and drive and be all over the city and taking care of us and you moving and shaking and so it's just hard when you have to watch the aging process for people, in your family or that you're close to, because it's just you're literally watching and I hate this word, sounds terrible, but that's really what it is, the deterioration of the person that you once knew.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen to all of us. I'm seeing it with my mom now, and that's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause my mom is 70, so I'm seeing it in her. So it's just hard to just watch the aging process. So it's hard. It's hard, but I'm trying to hang in there and be supportive and all of the things. So, let me see. Empress said, whatever you do, be it good or bad, your kids are always watching and hearing. Be mindful of that. Y'all will be just fine. Blessings to both of you. Thank you. Watana said, I love the respect y'all are showing each other. Thank you. Makita said, you don't have to birth children to take care of them. I'm just saying, when being there from birth and still tell people kick rocks. That's true, because if you be honest about it, I didn't birth Kincaid, but those are my children. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to physically give birth to understand the parenting part. So yeah, I agree with that.
Exactly. So for the people who will make that comment, because I found this to be disrespectful, if I could be honest, for the people who made that comment, you have to understand, technically, Sean and T are in the same boat in that regard. You see what I'm saying? Like, a person physically giving birth to a child don't make them a parent.
And some of the people that physically give birth to kids shouldn't be a parent.
Shouldn't be a parent. And they not a parent. So we know so many people. Matter of fact, remember when Caleb had the best friend at school or whatever, and his mama, like, who mama walk away from them?
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
And he was living with the grandmother, and the mama, like, literally just abandoned the boy.
It's very sad.
Like, animals treat their kids better than that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, sometimes we say stuff
and we don't truly understand what we're saying. Or
we have to be more responsible with our words.
We be so stuck in our convictions that we don't know what we say, how it will land with people. So
yeah.
April said, BFS, I think we should let this life be free of trying to make it about T. As long as the parental relationship and space is respected, is great. And I agree. And I think it wasn't about her at all. I think it was just because a best friend asked Candy about how she felt about the conversation, and that's how it went. But it's definitely not that. Let me see. Let me put back on. When nobody's saying I'm skipping comments. Okay, here we go. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, best friend.
Thank you, Angela, for the prayers for my granny. Thank you. Cassandra said she had knee replacement last year. Thank you, Makita, for the prayers for my granny. Foxy Brown said, please don't let your granny have knee surgery. Okay. Really?
Best friend said it was a tough surgery.
It was tough.
Yeah, well, she's 90.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Carmen. And even the orthopedic doctor was hesitant, because he was like, I don't typically do that for patients at your age. He said, but if the injections are no longer working and you really want me, but he was like, he would put her through like an extensive battery of tests. He's like, because I need to make sure that you're capable of handling that type of surgery. So he was like, this is not something that you'll come in here and tell me, yeah, I want to have it and I'm scheduling it for you next week. He's like, no, there's going to be a series of tests that I'm going to put you through. Cardiac tests, like everything. So I appreciate him for that, because he was like, I'm not going to do that without making sure that you're going to be okay to go through it. So, let's see. Tara said, Sean, she has to be careful with the injections too. Injections deteriorate our bones. Really?
They do.
I didn't know that.
Excuse me. They do. I've heard that too.
Naomi said, my mom is 91 and I'm going through that now. Her health decline is extremely hard to see. It is. Deborah said, best friends, my input coming from a therapist side is this journey in both of your lives are decisions made by both of you in agreement. You both want what's best for Kincaid, and might I say you're doing an excellent job. I respect T because she's not getting involved in anything that's involving any decisions made by you two as parents. T's there as a support for both of you, and she absolutely is, and she's done nothing but do that. Dana Boo said, please allow me to say this. Come on, girl.
Yes, come on.
Dana
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Dana
You're
Boo
in
said,
for a ride.
please allow me to say this. I thought I had patience, but I must say that all three of you ladies have shown patience and grace with some of this audience. The daggers that are thrown daily to you all simply because of deflection and projecting, the pain that I hear daily from some of the sisters here is heart-wrenching. I salute y'all process.
Thank you. Dana, when I say I got off of the live and I was over it last night, y'all don't. So how do you feel? Because I know sometimes you get irritated like that when you feel like people are speaking for you or don't listen to you. And last night I was so irritated because everybody was making it about Candy is pushing her own agenda, and Candy needs to manage her expectations, and Sean is doing the best she can, and as if I was coming to you. You see what I'm saying? And I was just literally speaking for the kids, just saying, hey, this is what they said several times this week. You see what I'm saying? I literally was just doing that, and then it became all about my relationship, and I'm like, how did we get? I literally was sitting downstairs. I'm just looking at the camera like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Why does she keep coming up in every conversation?
So for me, I was trying to manage a lot of things because you have to understand we had a conversation prior to, and then we had to get on the live, we had a conversation, and then it started turning because if you recall, I even had to address some of the best friends when they were coming at you because I was like, like that don't even make it's not that, like we're not gonna do that. So I think it was a lot. It was a lot for both of us, and I'm glad that you had the support to go through that. But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And sometimes some of our lives do be a lot because you have to understand, best friends, we're touching subjects that a lot of people are either afraid to touch or don't want to touch because they just want to give you all the feely good moments. And we said that we were going to be honest and transparent with our journeys, no matter what that looks like. And some of it, 90% of it is good, but there's going to be that 10%. And for the people that was like, this is messy and you shouldn't be on live with this and this is private. Well, why? Because then if we don't do nothing but show you the good times, they're going to be like, dang, this seems so unrealistic.
It's scripted.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah. But you can't say, here's the gag. You can't say it's messy and it should be a private conversation, but you steady watching.
Steady watching the comments.
You see what I'm saying? You steady watching the comment.
Dot said surgery is a problem because as people age, they don't tolerate anesthesia well. And that was one of the things that he said, which is why he wanted to go through the battery of tests for her. So yeah, that's true. Thank you. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. Carolyn said, Sean, your grandma is really too old for knee surgery. It's not a joke with the after surgery and all the physical therapy. Gotcha.
That's what I was thinking was the physical therapy aspect of it.
April, thank you for the prayers. Jamie, thank you for the prayers. She said, I think the knee replacement would be best for her if she is still much so independent. You all have a great relationship with God, so she will be fine. God got her, and we'll see her through whatever decision she desires to make. And she's very spiritual, and so she even said to me, she was like, I look to my Lord for my guidance, and He ain't told me to do that. And I said,
yeah.
I said, okay, Brittany. Okay.
God wants a yeah.
I said, okay then. All right. Tyra said it was disrespectful. The chat was off the chain yesterday. I'm glad it ended well.
You have to be one of the things that, and you guys have seen a little bit of growth in me because remember when you and I were real in our feelings and our conversation went left, and I was sitting outside of Chick-fil-A that day in the car and brought you on the live, and me and you got into it, and then it just progressively got worse, and then it was downhill from there for about a week. You see what I'm saying? I just feel like we've both grown, but I just, now when I see that stuff coming, it's like, like Dana said, girl, I represent, Dana said it before in a different way, but she said it before. She was like, girl, they see you and they see that hurt them. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times I be feeling like some women, not all, but some women either didn't have the opportunity to have a tough conversation with the person who hurt them or, whatever. And so they see our situation and they see the hurt on your face, or they see certain things in you and they see themselves and they attach themselves to that to the point where they can't separate emotion from logic. You see what I'm saying? and they can't see the situation for what it is. So sometimes I'll be like, girl, buckle up, buttercup. I gotta just take it. I gotta just take it.
Yeah.
But when it becomes too much, it becomes too much.
Sherry said, as you guys know, I have 7 children, and me and my partner adopted 3 from foster care, and that doesn't make us any less parents, and even any less a parent. And their parents literally walked away from them. My daughter, who is Caucasian, they found out that she was with the because I have to be careful about which words we say, African American family, and never wanted to see her again. So blood or color doesn't make you family. That's true. Dawn said there are so many children that are going through this today. Parents just walking away and not looking back. Stephanie said, yes, it's hard, but I don't think they'll do knee replacement at her age. Too much on her at this age, but keep us informed. I definitely will. Denise said, your situation is new to you. Your situation is new to you, including the children. I think everyone is handling it well. Sure, looking in is easy to judge. We don't know everything, just what is shared. Show grace. It takes courage to open your life, especially on social media. Grace and less judgmental, everyone. Thank you. Hey, Miss Edith. Issa said that's a good surgeon to do testing. Christine said, I'm a nurse and that surgery would be hard on her body. Okay. Thank you, Miss Christine. Hey, Miss Deborah. Tara said, yes, you had a reason to be Candy. And that said, it's not that bad. It's her age is the big issue. I have 4 knees, had 2 rods in my thighs. My thing is her being 90. Got you. Judy said, all 3 of you guys are Grace Under Fire. Great job. Thank you. Jamie said the doctors will definitely do all the necessary tests to make sure her body can withstand the surgery. Franchetta said, I'm sorry, Candy.
It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong, best friend. I take it a lot, girl. I take it a lot. I take it a lot. But I was listening to a podcast, and when I say this, I don't want you guys to think that I'm comparing myself to a man, because let me be clear. I am 100% woman. I'm glad about it. That's how God made me, and that's who I am. But when it comes to any sort of romantic relationship, I take the more dominant or masculine role, right? So the podcast title was Marriage is Not, I think it was something like, it wasn't this, but it was something like Marriage is Not Fair to Men, right? Marriage and relationships are not fair to men. So the whole podcast was this guy basically saying on the podcast, and I told you about it, he was basically saying how if you're the head of household, or you're the masculine energy, or if you're the man, you're the leader. So just like an organization, just like a business or a company, if something goes wrong, it's 100% on the leaders. It's 100% the leader's fault. And so if you're in a marriage and you're the masculine energy, it's never going to be fair, and it was never designed to be fair. You carry the lion's share of the responsibility. So when stuff go wrong, it's on you. You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes you just gotta just take it, because at the end of the day, when stuff go wrong, it's gonna be seen that it's on me, and it's never gonna be fair. It's never gonna be fair, right? I went off on Sean when I was outside of Chick-fil-A. The internet tore me up for days. Sean went off on me a little bit, and I just sat there. You see what I'm saying? Or the internet went off on me, and I just sat there, right? I gotta sit and take it. I just gotta sit and take it. So I don't know.
Annette said, you guys are true soldiers. I've been here for the beginning, and I know the ups and downs you guys went through. Yes, you have been. Tammy said, my main concern is about King K. I've been in a co-parenting situation before, and I know firsthand it's not an easy road to travel. Tara said, you always do back her up, and I respect that part. T wants what's best for everyone. Makita said, this is after love, relationship, and co-parent looks like stay real and true. Dana said, Sean, how's your aunt? The last time I talked to her, she was doing well. She is trying to work with my other aunt to have her become her caregiver. So she was reaching out to me to get some information about that and how to navigate that. So I was giving her that information. But I actually need to go back over there and see her, because I've talked to her a few times since I've seen her last, but I haven't seen her. So I need to go back over there and check on her. Jamie said, there you have it. Granny has spoken. No surgery. I know that's right. April said, I commend you both for braving the waters of letting us all into your world. I know we fine-tune the hairs on the back of the necks. We love y'all though. Or else we keep coming back. Sharon said physical therapy for older people is different. My mom at 94 had a hip replacement and she will be 95 if the Lord says the same, and she is doing great. Had never said one word about pain. God is good. That is good. Oh man, wait, Sherelle, I saw you said you had a question. Let me go back to it. It just jumped on me. Here we go. Sherelle said, I have a question. What the children were saying, do you feel that their concerns were legitimate? Meaning, do you feel that Sean was lacking with the spending time with the children as well, Candy?
Do I feel like their concerns were?
No, she was basically saying, do you feel like, do you agree with them that I was lacking in spending time with them?
So I don't think it's a question of if I agree or not. It's not for me to agree or not. Their feelings are valid because they're their feelings, right? So when I brought it to Sean, my intention with bringing it to Sean was just to say, hey, here's what they're saying. So maybe that means you call more. Maybe that means you telling them to call you more. Maybe that means a combination of the two. Or maybe that means you guys just all sit down and have a conversation so that there's not a thing of you thinking one thing, them thinking another thing, etc. Right? It's not about what I think, because at the end of the day, me bringing it to Sean was just literally me being the spokesperson for what they kept saying to me, right? So with all that being said, it's not, I don't think my opinion matters, because it was never about me. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying? It was never about me, and it was 100% about their relationship and how they felt.
Let's see. Nikita said, Dana, much respect we all are not them. We all are not them the same. I think she was commenting this was what Dana said. April said, I can agree that as women we might gravitate more towards the role we see ourselves as. Cheryl said, I hope your conversation with Kincaid went well today. So I didn't get a chance to have the conversation with them, but I am going to have it with them before I leave to go home tomorrow. Deirdre said, Candy, how are your knees? What was the outcome of your test? Did you ever tell us?
Oh, thank you for asking. So the outcome was my doctor referred me to what is the knee doctor? The
orthopedic?
Yep, she referred me to one, and I'm trying to get in to do more tests. So that is pretty much where we are with that process.
Gotcha.
But I got so much going on. I got a sleep study coming up next week. It's on the calendar. Yeah, I got a sleep study coming up next week. Y'all remember I did the at-home study for my sleep apnea and everything, and they said, girl, we can't do nothing with them results. We got to bring you back in. So I got that coming up, and then I'm still trying to get into the specialist for further exams. It was really cold today, so my knees have been bothering me today, but we don't know anything yet. I've just been taking pain medicine as needed and using the heating pad and all of the things, so I've still been nursing them. But thank you very, very much for asking.
Zarita said, I do not have children of my own, but I have helped to raise the children of my close friends. So my advice comes from a place of my core values, beliefs, and my morals.
15% over here.
Yeah, and that one is almost there too. So not having kids of her own does not mean that she cannot offer helpful and supportive advice. Stephanie said, I don't agree. It goes both ways. It takes two, no matter who thinks they're the dominant one. I don't know what you responded to.
Oh, when I said majority of the responsibility is on me. It is.
Oh, I got you.
But best friend, it is. Again, I disagree. I'm saying I disagree. I do believe that that's the truth. If you see, for example, if you see a husband and wife, right? You see a husband and wife, and you driving down the road, and they standing by the side of the road with the little cup, and they begging for loose change. You see what I'm saying? When you see the husband, the wife, and the kids standing there begging for loose change, majority of the world will look at that man as being the responsible party for why his family is in that situation. We don't know what happened. That wife could have went out and lost all the family money. The wife could have did anything. You see what I'm saying? We don't know why them people standing on the corner. But the mere fact that that's the head of household, the mere fact that that's the man involved, it looks like and it appears that he didn't properly take care of his household and he didn't cover his household, and that's why the family's in that situation. It's always going to be more responsibility on the masculine energy. It just is. It is.
So best friends, my phone is going to go kaput. So I do want to get to this question though. Diamond said, do you think because you're a woman and you play the man role in a relationship, you go a little bit harder?
I don't go harder. But I don't play the man role, I just play the masculine role. It's a difference. So, what do you say?
Huh?
What would you add to it?
Oh, nothing. But yeah. So that's it. We actually got through all the comments. We're current.
Okay.
Before the phone was being read out.
Yeah. But yes, I do. But best friend, I understand what you're saying. I do play the masculine role. I don't play the man role. But yeah. I don't. But I don't go. I guess I would wonder what do you mean by go harder. But I don't think I go harder.
Maybe try harder or grind more or you know what I'm saying.
Well, somebody got to lead, girl. We can't have two passengers in the car. Somebody got to drive. But you know, I don't know. Now, how would that work in your relationship? When you start dating, because you're a feminine woman and you like feminine women, outside of how we were set up, in the future, how would that work for you?
In my past relationships, I was the more dominant one.
So you're gonna be the provider?
I didn't say that.
You're gonna be holding doors open and stuff?
I didn't say that either.
Well, what you gonna do?
That dominance doesn't always have to be a masculine energy. Dominant could just be the person that's guiding the ship, so to speak. So you know, I wasn't holding doors and doing all that. No, we were both feminine and we were both women. Sometimes we did it for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we just bounced off. It was always organic. It was always natural. So I don't go into a situation where like, okay, well, who's gonna do what role? Like it just organically happens, and we just be who we are. But it just so happens that in my past relationship, I was generally the one that was a little bit more dominant, with the exception of one, but then I ended up still being. But yeah, so.
Girl, listen, I don't know who here or who ain't. Some people might have fell asleep on their phone because we've been on here for a long time. Tomorrow we finna pick this back up.
Okay. We can.
Why you pulling your whisker?
Because I got it. It's irritating.
You got one
Yeah,
right here. That's why I kept staring.
That's what I'm saying.
It is so long.
Like,
it is so long and
to.
curly.
I haven't done it because I just been doing other stuff.
Girl, my chin look like my head. If you zoom in, y'all don't zoom in and don't take no screenshot. If you zoom in, girl, my chin and my neck look like my head.
Sandra said, Makita said, I can believe that not what she meant. Yep, I'm an alpha woman, but my man needs to be strong. Sandra said, I can see Sean doing that. Yeah, this literally best friends.
Speak your piece, girl.
This relationship took me in a whole different dynamic. I was completely different in this relationship than I had ever been in any other relationship.
She showed up as somebody else, y'all. I was just playing. Okay, okay, go ahead.
Y'all gotta understand, we've been going through the last 24 hours, so it's real. Okay, if we being honest,
more than y'all know,
it's real touch and go. Okay, so y'all gotta forgive us. We still rebounding. Okay, so it's real.
I'm gonna be quiet.
This is the real deal. We told y'all that we gonna be real with y'all. Okay, like. But I'm gonna let y'all go and we can pick it up tomorrow.
No. Go ahead.
I'll have time to sleep on it and woo-saw and everything like that. And no, because the phone gonna die. I don't want it to die in the midst of my thought.
Put a pin right there.
Angela said, I just tried to click what you want.
Look. Put a pin right there, best friends. This is what we're gonna pick up tomorrow.
So what we're talking about my role in a relationship?
Yeah, Sean's
okay.
The man. Sean's the man now. Comment now. The title of the video might be Sean's the man now. Sean's the man.
I tell you, there'll be 1,000 people on that video like, what the?
Sean's the man now. We'll be back here tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
We'll be back, best friends. But I will let Miss Candy take us out. Since she let me do the intro, then I will let her do the outro.
When I say I love y'all and I love y'all for real, listen, if y'all don't go get y'all journals, I don't know what we're gonna do.
And get access for Saturday, because I'm ready for y'all Saturday. Girl, y'all thought the last day and a half was something else, girl. Wait till y'all get me in a different format.
Sean is going to do something on Saturday. She's going to teach me the journal slide.
Girl, if you don't hurry up, put my phone down.
All right, best friends. We love y'all. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord. Huh? Pray my strength in the Lord. Y'all have an amazing night, and know that the absolute best is yet to come. But baby, we got work to do.
Good night, best
Good
friends.
night, best friends. Love you.